Some of the things on the internet can be easily explained by saying it's fake or explaining what could have happened to make it look fake. But some of the things on the internet is really hard to explain. Here's the one thing I've been reading that's mostly really hard to explain for me. To others it may be fake, to others it's just someone putting a prank, or to others it's actually real. Something called the Russian sleep experiments that creeps me out mostly about the images. Not for the fact that the story was based in the 1940s, near the Nazi party time, or the fact that it's downright creepy when you think about it. A group of Russian scientists decided to add this little gas that makes them stay awake for 15 days. But it kind of reduces to 30 days, and the behavior of the subjects have been kind of changing. Some of the subjects decided to become suicidal and upset all the time, and even thinking about committing suicide, hence suicidal. But some of the subjects became angrier, more violent and aggressive. One of the subjects happened to be a little bit off. That after breathing in the chemicals of the gas, they decided to ended up ripping out some of their skins to make themselves look mutilated. One of the scientists had to go in an interview with one of the patients, but ended up demanding answers to questions that could not even be solved. They ended up asking them to remove him from the place before he's going to end up killing someone. Of course they didn't do it because they needed answers. So he ended up killing the remaining subject and the group of scientists that was in there with him. One of them was locked into the room with this thing, as he calls it, and ended up being more creeped out by the look of it. He ended up going up to the door, banging it a couple times, saying, "What are you?" he demanded. "I must know." The subject happened to turn around and smile and said, "Have you forgotten so easily? We are you. We are the fear that lives at the back of your mind. We are the things that you try not to let the animal out. Or we're the things you hide underneath your bed. We are you." Of course, the scientists couldn't take it anymore and just decided to shoot the person and realized that the gas was actually creating them to become more like zombie figures. Of course, this was set in something in the 1940s, meaning it was somewhere closer to the Nazi parties, but couldn't actually be explained. There's actually a movie that's based on this true story, and the images you see on the video is mostly terrifying. You have one subject that's ripped out his teeth to make it look like he's a monster. His eyes are white as hell, like you're looking at a snowfield in a way, but if it was death. One of the things that also creeped me out about this story is the fact there is no explanation about this. Either it's a true or fake story, but it happens to be good at the exact same time as the Nazi Party, nearing the World War I or II. I believe it's the World War II. One of the things that creeped me out mostly about this is the fact that the story or actual information is based on so much good potential that you can't even try to write your own. Trust me, I've tried. It's very hard to write your own. One of the things that made me a little bit scared about this is the fact there is no information about it in other books. Either they want you to forget it, like in the scene of Freddy Krueger, Freddy vs. Jason, they block out everything that involves Freddy's death or Freddy's killing, or they're doing it because it might not be real. Of course, this is my opinion. I believe it's real because the story is set so deep and so terrifying. Hope you don't get nightmares, people.